Hey guys, welcome back. So for today's video, I'm going to be showing you how I got to this look right here. And this was actually inspired by a picture that Kylie Jenner posted. And I just loved her makeup in the post. I'm not sure exactly if I'm allowed to post a picture here on YouTube, but I'll have it linked down below so you can see for yourself. It was only one photo and her eyes were open, so it was kind of hard to tell exactly what the eyeshadow really looked like, but from the picture this is kind of what I thought it would look like. So I'm not sure exactly how accurate it is, but I really like this look. It's just a nice cat eye with a little bit of warmer tones in the crease, little pop of shimmer in the center of the lid with a nude lip. So I'm really happy with the way this came out and I hope you guys enjoy it. And I would just like to make a little disclaimer before starting this video that I don't think I look like her, or I'm not trying to look like her. I was just really inspired by her makeup, so I wanted to recreate it. So I hope you guys enjoy this look, and if you want to learn how I did it, then just keep watching. Alright, so I'm going to be starting off by priming my skin, and this is the Hourglass Mineral Veil Primer. It's one of my favorites to use, and as you can tell, I already have my eyebrows done, so I'll have that listed down below. For my foundation today, her foundation looked very matte, so I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Pro Matte Foundation. I just mixed the shades 104 and 105, and that pretty much gives me the perfect match for when I'm a little bit more tan. And obviously I'm going to be using my favorite foundation brush. This is by the Target brand. I think it's called the Complexion brush. I have talked about this several times in my videos. It's just my favorite brush. It just gives me like a really full coverage, so yeah, I'm using that, and you guys know, just buff it all over your skin, take it on your neck, and you are good to go. Now we're going to move on to the eyes, and I'm going to be taking the shadow by Makeup Geek. It's in the color Peach Smoothie. It's like the perfect transition shade for whenever you're going to use more warm tones. So I'm just taking that on a fluffy brush. You don't have to be precise, it's just, you know, there for the transition. So I'm going to be taking the JACLYN Hill Morphe palette. I'm going to be taking these two shades right here and start off on my crease. Now this palette is no longer available, but Morphe still sells them individually, so I will link those down for you if you are interested. This is also a Morphe brush. It's the 441 brush. It's perfect for when you're working like in your crease because it's nice and it's tapered, and yeah, so I'm just building that up little by little. I'm really awkward at these. I'm bad at voiceovers. But now I'm going to go into the Shadow Couture palette from ANASTASIA. I'm going to be taking the color Fudge and just working with a small pencil brush. I'm kind of doing a cut crease. If you watch my last tutorial, this is very, very similar to that one. But I'm just working that color into my crease. And then I'm going to be going back in with the Morphe palette. I'm going to be taking these brown shades, and I'm going to use that to buff out the Fudge color. So you want to keep it still above the crease because you're kind of making a cut crease, but these are just kind of blend out that color easier. I'm using, oh man, it's a Morphe brush. I forgot which one it is, but I'll have it listed down below. I'm going to go back in with those warmer brown shades in the Morphe 441, and I'm just going to buff that out since I lost a little bit of that color when I was doing the cut crease. Now we're going back to the Shadow Couture palette. I'm going to be taking the black matte shadow with another pencil brush. It's a little bit larger than the other one I had used. I'm just kind of making a slight wing. I'm kind of just smoking out to the outer V, and I'm taking that up into the crease. That's just going to add more definition and just make the crease a little bit more intense. Then I'm going to go back in with that same Morphe brush and blend it out. Now I'm going to be taking Soft Peach. I'm telling you guys, this tutorial is so similar to the last one I had done, but I'm just applying that over my lid because it looked like she had more of just a matte shadow all over her lid. So I'm just taking that with a flat eyeshadow brush and packing that sucker on. Now just to add a little bit more warmth, bronziness back into the crease, I'm going to be taking this Milani eyeshadow. This one is in the color Bella Bronze. It's a really pretty shade. So I'm just packing that into the outer corner of my eye. Now, to me, it kind of looked like she just had a little bit of shimmer in the center of her lid, so I'm going to be taking the Afterglow pigment from Makeup Geek, and even though I used this pigment wet, it just looked like I needed just a little bit more, so I went back in with my Kat Von D pressed pigment. I think this is in the color Thunderstruck. I'm just packing that over top of the Afterglow, and that just added a little bit more brightness to the center of the lid. Now I'm going to be taking my favorite liner. This is the NYC liquid liner. It's the one I pretty much use in every video. And I'm sorry, in every video I am always out of frame. I do my best to try to stay in frame, and then I always end up getting completely out of frame. So here is the finished wing. It's pretty dramatic, but that's usually how I wear it. So now I'm just going back in with a little bit of the black shadow just to take back a little bit of what I lost. What am I talking about? I guess what I'm trying to say, I just wanted to add a little bit more definition. But now I'm going in with the LORAC Pro Palette. I just took a little bit of the cream shade and just applied that to my brow bone. Now I'm going to be tight lining my eyes with this NYX liner. Oh, I hate watching people do this, but this just helps my lashes look a lot fuller. Then I'm just going to go in and apply a thin layer of mascara because we're going to be applying false lashes. And this is my favorite mascara. It's the Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara. I always struggle saying that, so I have to say it slow. But I'm going to try to kind of create more of like a cat eye with my inner corner. I'm just going to line my waterline with that same pencil I'd used before. So I completely lost the clip of me applying my concealer, but this is the one I use, and I set it with the e.l.f. eye brightener. I mean, you guys have seen me do it many times, so hopefully you don't mind. And then I am setting my entire face with this IT Cosmetics powder. As you can see, I use way too much. It's like, I don't know, it was choking me a little bit. But this is the Bye Bye Pores powder. And then I'm going in with my bronzer, and I forgot to get a close-up of that, but it's just a matte bronzer from Wet n Wild. I'm just taking a big fluffy brush and just bronzing all the outer edges of my face like you do with a big brush. This one's from Sonia Kashuk. Now, I didn't feel like the e.l.f. one gave me as much brightness underneath my eyes as I wanted, so I went back in with my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette and just dusted, I want to say a little bit, but it looks like a lot. So yeah, I just dusted that underneath my eyes, and that just really helped brighten up my under eye area. I don't know about you, but I just really like a bright under eye. And then I'm going to smoke out the lower lash line because I don't want to just leave it with just the liner. So I'm going to go with a little bit of the black shadow, and then I'm also going to take a little bit of fudge also and just smoke that out. And then I went back in with the Morphe brush and just kind of blended that out as much as I can so there's no harsh lines. These are the lashes I'm using. They are by Nay, and I love those lashes, even though they're super hard to put on. Now I'm just going to be contouring, and I'm using this Sonia Kashuk contour brush. I haven't used it in a while, but it just gives you a really intense contour. So I just felt like going all out today. So I'm using that to brush. I'm just kind of mixing all the contour shades. And since that brush gives you such like harsh lines, I went back in with the e.l.f. I think it's just the angled blush brush to kind of blend it out. Now I'm taking the shade Fawn from ANASTASIA. It's one of their contour shades. I have a video that I did a while back on my channel about how I contour my nose. My technique is pretty much the exact same, so I'll have that link down below in case you're interested, but it's super easy. Now I'm going to be highlighting, which is my favorite part of my makeup routine, and I'm just taking the Makeup Forever highlight with a little Real Techniques brush and then just highlighting my face with that. So it's one of my favorite highlighters to use. Now I'm going to be applying this blush, and this is from the BALM. What is this called? Pinstripe, I think it is. It's a nice mauve-y blush. It's very neutral that goes with a lot of different looks. So that's what I chose to use today. And now to line my lips, I use a lot of different shades. For the lip liner, I use this NYX lip liner in the color Peekaboo Neutral, I think it's called. It was a little bit too pink, but I mean, it ended up working out, I think, in the end. And I used 3 shades to kind of get as close as I could to the shade she had on in the picture. So I'm starting out with the Milani liquid lipstick. I think this is called Adore, and it was a little bit too peachy, although I really like the shade. So I added the ColourPop liquid lipstick in the color Mindy, and I didn't stop there. I added a little bit of Pure Hollywood from ANASTASIA. Honestly, Pure Hollywood alone probably would have been a pretty good match, but you know. And then I just finish it off with a little bit of MAC's Fix Plus, and you are done. So here's the finished look. So that is it for this tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and let me know if you want to see more tutorials or celebrity inspired looks. Just let me know in the comments down below. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you next time. Bye!